you're going to be... it's going to be a lot easier to detect just by looking at it that a machine is making the movements. There's no wasted energy. Every bit of stamina is managed perfectly. Like, you won't see anybody who's perfect with their stamina management and perfect with all of their movement all the time, but like an AI would be. So it would be easy to tell that. In an NES game, you know, where, like I'm talking about Super Mario, it would be easier to hide it because there's no stamina, and every runner who runs the game just holds one button and holds right on the direction and jumps occasionally. And that's the game. So, like, it's a lot harder to discern, you know, was this a person who just got an amazing run, or was this AI? It'll be way more obvious in a game like this, or like Dark Souls, that an AI is doing it. Because every bit of movement will be flawless. And nobody has flawless movement in these games. But, I mean, seriously, the thing about cheating in general, though, is, like, any time that usually there's somebody who cheats, and I don't really think that there's been much cheating in Bloodborne, but there has been in other games. Like, I know Dark Souls 3 will occasionally have a little spliced submission here or there. And the thing about it is, it's usually always from somebody who's never submitted to the leaderboard before. So, like, when you're submitting your first run of the leaderboard, or second or third, like, your run is probably going to be more scrutinized. Not to say that they're going to, like, go out of their way to try to DQ the run, but, like, they're going to watch your run probably more thoroughly than they would for somebody who has submitted 50 runs to the leaderboard and has never had a single run rejected. Because you've built up that kind of rapport, like, people just expect more of you. And that's just kind of the way it is with anything. You know, when people don't know you,
what's that smell?
Probably gonna be a little bit more careful.
Blood. Oh, it seems to me it's enough to make a man sick.
Well, I mean, this was all hypothetical anyway. I was just talking about it just because, I don't know, it just popped into my head. Or somebody said something about AI, and wasn't it? And then I said something about it. I don't even remember. I wouldn't say I'm worried about it. Like, I don't, like, think about it all the time. It's just... it's concerning, I guess, that could happen in the future. AI gonna speedrun? Yeah. Coming out of retirement. What's up, Christopher? Thank you. You know, it's funny you mentioned Allen Iverson. I saw this, I can't remember if it was a video or if it was an article, and I think it was an old interview with Kobe Bryant, and he was talking about Allen Iverson, and he said, you know something? He said, we're all lucky that AI wasn't born 6'4", because we would have been in trouble. I just thought that was interesting. I don't remember if it was Kobe. It may have been somebody else, but I think it was Kobe Bryant. I do not understand your question. I don't understand what you're asking me. If you lie down, I don't understand what that means. It is, isn't it? Isn't it, Christopher? He would have been a monster. I mean, he already was. If you dash through that, he doesn't hit you with it. And then you can just hit him and kill him. If he knocks you over, it's not a big deal because 90% of the time he'll do this jump at you and you can just walk around him while he does it and backstab him, but you're gonna lose like 2 or 3, 4 seconds from doing that. It's probably more like 2, probably not 4. Depending on the situation, sometimes it's alright to let him knock you down. Like, if he transforms while he's facing something, like if his back is to the wall or something, it's better to just let him knock you down because he'll jump at you and then you can backstab him. It's rare, it's just situational. Like most things in this game. There's not like a cookie cutter solution to a lot of the fights in this game. Some of them there are. A lot of times you just have to practice the boss a lot. You have to die a lot. You have to see a lot of weird RNG. And anybody who's any good has done that. I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I've got 2,300 hours in this game, so I feel like... Am I reacting to stuff, or have I seen it so many times that, like this RNG is just fucking terrible, dude. Just die. Holy shit. How long does it take? That's going to depend on you and what you consider to be satisfactory. I mean, practicing? I don't know. To do what? To do an all bosses run? To do an any percent run? To do an any percent glitchless run? Because I mean, they're all different. So, like, there's skill that carries over between categories, but like, not everything is the same. It's gonna take, I mean, I would say it's gonna take at least a few hundred hours of practice, of doing nothing but just practicing. But that's like just like a soft estimate. Any percent for top 10 on the leaderboard. Like... I'm trying to think how long it took me. I don't know. To just get top 10? 300 or 400 hours of practice, maybe? It's not very much. And I guess, I mean, it depends on which any percent you're talking about. Because if you're talking about any percent unrestricted, I would never advise anybody to run any percent unrestricted for their first category. But there's people who try to do it all the time. There's people who say, like, this is the category I want, this is what I'm doing. And it's terrible for development as a speedrunner. No. It's not, in my opinion, it's not good to start with all bosses, but a lot of people do that too. It's too much. It's too much to try to learn. It's too much to try to learn all that stuff all at once. There's too much variability. The run's too long. You're gonna be like clenching. If you even get to the DLC, you're gonna be so nervous. I think that the easiest thing for people to do would be to run. Part of the problem is people are always trying to do world record strats when they start. And like, that's okay if the strats are not unbelievably difficult, even for like the best runners. But like, if you're running a category that has, you know, kind of decent strats for even beginners to pull off, then that's fine. But Bloodborne doesn't really have any categories like that anymore. What's up, Alibaba? And the thing is, a lot of times, like, people will come and ask for help on the Discord, and they may even get, like, advised that, you know, hey, maybe this isn't the best route for you to run, and a lot of times people ignore the advice. They'll say, no, this is what I want to do, and, you know, at that point, like, people are just going to say okay, because, you know, only you can decide what's best for you. And, you know, like, people can point you in the right direction, but, you know, what I've found is, you know, a lot of times that people are just going to do what they want regardless. But I'll tell you, like, a lot of the people who've tried to start with any percent unrestricted never ended up submitting anything. Because they think, oh, this is the shortest category, so this is what I should run, because this is probably going to be the easiest, and it's literally probably the most cursed category. I'm stuck. How do I keep getting this attack? Like, probably the best thing that a new runner could do would be to just run like any percent restricted. Don't try to do hut skip. Just run through the woods, pick up extra shit, pick up the fucking doll set, sell it for extra levels, get some HP. I mean, that's gonna be the best thing for people, but you really don't ever see anybody doing that. Everybody wants to go for like world record strats, and then they get like really frustrated when it doesn't work for them in like the first 50 hours of them learning. It's like, dude, everybody who's submitted to this category has at least a couple thousand hours in the game, you know, like at least 1,000. I mean, I wouldn't say any less than that. And that's not like 1,000 hours of casual play in the game. I mean, that's like 1,000 hours of practicing bosses, practicing skips. Like this skip throws people for fits all the time when they start this game. Yeah, extra vials. Just buy extra shit. Watch the top runs, but don't necessarily try to do all that stuff that they're doing. Just watch how they move. Watch how they fight the bosses. Like, I fucked up. I mean, dude, I've literally seen, I think I've seen almost every run on the leaderboard, especially all the runs that are like top 10 or top 15. I've seen them all. Like, and not just like I've turned them on, I mean like I watched the entire thing. I've learned so much stuff from watching other people, and it's not always the person who's in first, second, or third place in that category. Like, just the hours that I have in the game aren't all the time that I've spent on this game. But I mean, you don't have to be sweaty like that either. Like, if you just want to finish a run and be like, yeah, I did a Bloodborne speedrun, then it doesn't take that much effort. Like, you're gonna have to practice. You're gonna have to put probably a few hundred hours in. And I feel like I'd be lying to anybody if I said that you didn't have to do that. This is not gonna go well. Hey, Renoa. Hey, Carl. Yeah, that happens a lot too. Like, people will try to go to Amelia with a leveled weapon, and then they'll wonder why the strat doesn't work, you know? When there's like a clear video about how to kill Amelia. Like, Amelia should be one of the easiest things to learn for everybody, because it's easy, it really is. Like, you should be able to practice for just like a few days and you should get it, you know what I mean? Like, trying to like overthink that and like reinvent the wheel and bring too much strength or an over-leveled weapon is just making the fight harder on yourself. Like, the strats are there for a reason, like, you just use them, you know? Like, figure out what strats are good for you as a beginner, and which ones are not good for you as a beginner. And it takes research, you know? Like, you've got to research this shit. You can't just, like, just roll the balls out one day and just finish a speedrun. Where's my weapon? Holy shit. That's what we used to say all the time. Back when I used to play baseball. And so you can't just roll the balls out and be good. It's basically saying, you gotta fucking practice, bro. And even then, like, you're still gonna run into problems. Like, stuff is still gonna happen. You're still gonna lose runs. Like, it's hard. I feel like, because, you know, you reach a point where like you feel like you've gotten better when you're starting out. Like, you feel like the stuff is starting to work, and then you get into runs and stuff doesn't work. You know, like, and it's really easy to just get. It's easy to like sink, you know, and feel like, well, what was all that practice for? But dude, it happens to everybody. Like, shit just happens in these runs and you just fucking lose them. You get bad RNG, you make a fucking mistake, you know, whatever it is. Like, that's not good. Do strats get messed up if you deal too much damage? Yes, they do. Like, if you deal too much damage on Amelia, her limbs will break too early, and her limbs breaking too early means that she recovers faster from the stagger, and we don't know a strat for that because that's not how we do it. You know what I mean? Like, if you follow the strat, it works every single time. Any other bosses where this happens? Every boss. That's why we have strats for them. You know, like all the big bosses that have like body parts that can break, we have strats for them. And like with very little exception, if you do those strats correctly, then the fights are free. The fights that aren't free are, you know, like bosses that you can't just stun lock them with breaks. Bosses that have ads, you know, like ROM, you can't control what the ads are gonna do every time, so it's a nightmare. And then there's bosses like, you know, Maria, who you just have to fight her. You know, like there's strats to kind of guide you, but it doesn't always go 100% according to plan. You've got to know how to deal with her. Takes a lot of fucking practice. You've got to see like all the bad things that can happen so that you're prepared and you know what to do. It's a lot of fucking work, like, and that's why I say all bosses is really hard for new people, even though it seems like there's a lot of newer people who try to do that. It's because it's just so overwhelming, it's just so much information. Hey Greg, yeah, Doro's cool. Dude, this is not cool, man. Oh, God. Okay, we're fine. What boss has the most demanding strats? Depends on the category. Oh my God. Dude, he never does that. Oh my God. That could have easily killed me. I remember one time he killed me with that. Like, some people want to start with any percent glitchless, and now, like, the new any percent glitchless route is so cursed, there's only, like, a few people who've even done it. And they're, like, trying to do pelletless Amelia for their first speedrun. Like, I've had to tell people on YouTube, they're like, this strat is, like, not working for me, and I'm like, dude, that's because it's really fucking hard. This is not a good run for your first Bloodborne speedrun. And they're like, well, this is what I want to do. And I'm like, well, okay. Yeah, Mama, could you imagine trying to do that for your first run? I mean, shit, I didn't even do it until, what, however many months ago I did it? And people are like, yeah, this is what I want for my first run. No, no, no. No. Dude, I'm telling you, every fucking Miko fight for me is sweaty. I don't understand why I can't just have normal Miko fights. The puppets are involved in every fight. It's always a shit show. You watch any other fucking runner, they'll walk into that room, the puppets will leave them alone, they'll smack Miko a few times. Me, fuck that, dude. It's gotta be sweaty, brother. What's up, Mario? Yeah, it's like the same thing. Like, why would new people be trying to learn Bluetooth? It's just crazy. And even, like, for your first run, like, dude, like, all bosses it's more stuff to learn. Like, it would be so much easier just to get accustomed to speedrunning the game by doing an any % run of any kind. Just develop some kind of baseline for playing the game, you know? So cursed about any % glitchless. You're doing Amelia with no beast blood pellet. That's like the world record strat. It's literally like one of the longest fights, and if anything goes wrong, your fire paper runs out, and when your fire paper runs out, you're dead. If you miss even like a single hit. You know, that means like if you hit the body instead of the hand one time, then you've fucked the strat up and she's gonna kill you. And it's a lot of hits you have to land. When you fight her with a beast blood pellet, the fight is like 25 seconds or something. Versus literally a 60-second boss fight. Not to mention, like, after you do that in any % glitchless, you still have to fight shadows, you still have to fight Rom. Ooh, I could have died right there too. Like, any % glitchless is a decent category for people to start with, but not with world record strats. Just not a good idea. Fucking baseball bats, dude. Nice fight. I'm saving time here for sure. It's my gold, actually. Maybe. Yeah, that was a fat time save. That was like a 12-second gold. Or, well, no. No, it wasn't that. I'm tripping, dude. That was a 1-second gold. Oh, you gotta be joking. Give me that jump, dude. I don't know where I got 12 seconds from. I'm not reading the segments right. Sorry. Hey, KJ. I'm okay. Gotta wipe my hands off, dude. I got like a microfiber towel now, so I can wipe the sweat off my hands. Kinda handy. Nice hard fall. The tech. It really is, though, because, like, dude, by the end of this run, your hands will get so sweaty. And like I used to just like death grip my controller the whole run, dude. Like every single run, that's what I did. Not a good idea. Not really. I've not been interested in it. Just doesn't really matter to me. I'm double healing here too. Even though it's only killed me twice. This run is not worth losing. If I can help it, it's not worth it. Hey, Arrhythmic, thank you. Don't ever heal twice here. Just gotta do it. He killed me twice, that guy did, when I healed once, and now I'm just like paranoid. Yeah, yep, yeah, Bloodborne, woohoo, yeah. It's time loss. You will gesture at the most random and inopportune times. I wasn't even like tapping right there. I pressed X once to pick the item up. I don't know what I was thinking right there. I was about to go to the woods a second time. Would have been not good. Yeah, it's because you can't turn it off. There's no way to, and you can't like roll out of it. Like when you start the gesture in this game, you have to do the whole animation unless the enemy hits you out of it or something. Is it random? No, it's got a pretty scripted strat. It's just really hard to do the strat in BL4. In regular all bosses, the Ludwig strat is like 100% consistent, and it's really easy to do once you learn how to do it. It's kind of difficult to learn how to do it, but once you're used to it, it's not bad. Definitely not random with a leveled character. It's not even really random with a BL4 character, but it is kind of hard to do. It's easy to fuck it up. Dude. It is a run-killing fight in this category, but in regular all bosses, it's not. But it's just because it's so demanding. It's just, you have to be so precise. Hello? What do you mean, what just happened? I'm going to fight Cleric Beast. I was changing out of the other armor into this armor. That's why I was wearing the Yargul set before, and after I did that, I was wearing this set. Please get out of the way. Guy was like right in my way. Not good. That's not good, dude. No, I'm fucked. What a bitch, dude. Yeah, that's true. That's what I said to myself. It's fine. It's required in this category. The AI loop. There's no exception to the rule in this category. Goodbye. It takes 16 parries. Why did I save that much time? Oh, wait, I think I know why. Never mind. Yeah, I may have saved a second on the elevator, Fizz. I think you're right. Because I had only golded by 1 second. Please move! Stairs. I do not like where this guy's standing. I wish he would just give me the free RNG. If Ligarius would just cooperate, dude. no. Dude, why is he doing this, man? Why? Fuck you, Ligarius. Fuck off, brother. Fucking heel chugging through the fight. GG. Let's go. New world record. Let's go. Gosh, let's go, man.